Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another episode of Island Tea with your faves, Azim and Kevon, featuring me. I'm Jade. Um, yeah, Azim was stuck in a hurricane just now, so. But,
Where did that come from, Jade?
but he's here, he's here. have no fear, have no fear, Azim is here.
Where are you on the screen?
Cause main transition.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes.
Yo,
Outside look like you were from alive.
Jade, I walk up here, it was a light drizzle. I told you good morning, went back downstairs, a hurricane. Man, what going on in the world?
What do you mean? Typical thing, brother. Oh, thank you. Did you know that I needed it?
Yes,
Oh. Toddlers by.
that's how we roll, you know. That's how we roll. Yes. So what we doing? What going on? You know, you let the people answer?
Yeah, and I tell them good morning, and so I hope they hear me.
The things look like it happening, so.
Yeah, I think look like, you know.
But it's Monday, guys. You know what I mean? Another productive week ahead. Hopefully you guys are prepared for it mentally. You guys have recharged the batteries and are now ready to take on the week head on. No? What was your weekend like, Jade? I have no idea what went on with your weekend. Usually I'd have some indication from your social media. I honestly just haven't been on social media for the weekend. So I don't even know if you were letting me know.
What did this weekend? I stayed home on Friday. I went to a perfume launch. Big up Rashid
Right,
on
nice.
his maximum perfume.
Nice.
Sexy smells.
Nice.
Sexy smells.
Nice.
Was really nice. And then I went to Truth.
This was Saturday?
Yes.
Okay.
I know I have to curse.
Here we
Take
go.
out my glasses.
Here we go. Let me move the mic closer to you. Let's go.
So, we went to Truth.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, they have capacity limits and all these things.
Yeah.
So, you know, we couldn't go into the lounge. So we went into the restaurant. And there was a DJ playing in the restaurant.
Okay.
You know, people just vibing, not much, and like a fete or anything happening in there. People just, you know,
Restaurant. Restaurant vibe.
Yeah, but I had a DJ, you know,
Right.
big up Sugar Bowl one time on the old school music.
Ah, nice.
I think the task force here, just, you know.
No. The task force again?
Mengalai. I think the task force hate us. Like, I feel like they don't want us to operate as human beings anymore. Why would a task force member say that dancing isn't allowed? You have to sit down. You just have to be sitting down. No dancing allowed, you just have to sit down in a restaurant.
Did I hear yourself when they said these things?
I don't believe so. When it was first announced, right? I said, no man, that I believe that's what he said. Cause no dancing allowed.
Why they even that truth?
Because it's open apparently. Friday they got shut down again because apparently no dancing is allowed. Saturday they did the same thing. Came to the restaurant, saw people just vibing. As I'm telling you, it's not the fete. We're in India on the tables and on the bars and
nobody's on the head top.
nothing like that.
Wow.
They're just in there, you know, a little old school sugar band playing. So, you know, people, you know. Me, no dancing allowed, friend.
So my thing is this like?
Me no know.
See, this is what happened. This is why people get upset because on any given afternoon after work, you go to certain places and you just see. You see what's happening? No, yeah. You see what's happening, right? Like people socializing on any given day. Now, also on any given day, mostly on the weekend, you have, whether it is, and these are task force approved.
Yes.
Task force approved events, whether it is a birthday party, baby shower, whatever. People socializing.
Yep.
So, how does one give permission to hold a social event without recognizing how humans socialize.
You think it would be common sense, innit? Like you in my head, right? If I tell a bar that they can have a DJ and they can be open, and I see people dancing, I would be like, yeah, this is regular behavior. Because, music is playing. We're in a bar with 2 capacity, mind you, not even overcrowded or anything as in.
Because they are acknowledging the fact that there's a capacity limit.
Indeed.
Okay.
Why are you giving businesses permission to open, to have music playing, but then telling the people, the patrons, the bar owners, they cannot earn because people in there dancing? Dancing, And I'm not talking about head top dancing. They're not on the bars.
But Jade, but without having been there, Jade, certain situations lend itself to certain types of behavior. I would find it very strange if I walked into Truth and there were people on the head top swinging from the rafters.
I would too.
You understand? So that's what I'm saying. So like, you don't even have to keep saying like it is outside of not the realm of possibility, but it's highly unlikely that like that is what's happening in the restaurant side of Truth on a Saturday night.
But they literally shut down, and this was like after 12. They shut down the restaurant because there was people dancing.
I don't wonder if they just want to go home and sleep, yeah?
But just say that. Just say, listen, are you tired?
No, they can't say that. You want people.
So you come in there and say ridiculousness. You tell the bar owner that.
There's levels of ridiculousness. So I think they pick the level that they think less likely.
Oh, I see.
So they figured this level of ridiculousness might warrant some arguing and warrant some cussing on the radio Monday morning, but not slashing tires and possibly have you tied up down at the new memorial down behind the treasury.
I see.
So they just pick the battles.
Y'all are ridiculous. I'm gonna lie.
Yeah, I just don't understand how you.
Bye.
I don't understand how you.
Bye.
I just don't understand how you give permission for social events without recognizing the way humans socialize. Like as
a matter, I thought they were joking first. Like I thought
Christmas Day, families will meet up and they will dance. You know
no,
why?
It's not allowed.
But that's what humans do, though.
It's not
humans dance when there's no music.
Dancing under the protocols given by the task force, dancing is not allowed. Dancing is not allowed.
So this is the thing that has always been an issue for me. This isn't a COVID thing. This isn't a COVID thing. This is whatever, right? The problem I have with these types of things, right, is yes, they happen. The second thing that worries me more is that when it happens, you have no recourse.
Nope. They're allowed to just do these things.
You have no recourse. Like, who do you talk to? So we've had for years upon years, probably before Iban and all, where business owners, again, I said that purposefully, yeah? Business owners have lost revenue based on the whims of some either police officer and now the task force. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, what is my recourse as a business owner? Like, I have a business license, I pay, I do everything that you ask me to do. My business gets shut down. And who do I talk to?
Yourself.
Take it to the Lord in prayer?
You have an internal conversation with yourself.
Take it to the Lord in prayer,
yes.
Bye.
Y'all are making it so difficult in this country for people to earn that ain't even funny. And y'all don't care because it's not y'all job's not being affected, y'all money not being affected. Y'all feel like y'all job is to make people unhappy. I'm starting to feel like that's what I feel like the job is. Because there's no other logical explanation as in. Like there's no...
I tell you they wanted to go and go sleep. I heard some people were... I was having a conversation with somebody and they were telling me they don't like the fact that so many of the artists singing about the task force, right? Because they felt that the task force was going to feel emboldened by it, and you know, like when people like being the villain, and they was going to step up, they were going to step up the thing even more. And I was like, nah, man, give me a lad, nah, man, you got to talk about what's going on. It's good that the artists, no, I'm starting to agree with them now. I think they're embracing the villain role even more.
There's something going on in the minds of the people, and I'm not saying this is for all task force officers or people employed under the task force, because some of them actually have common sense. But I don't know what's happening in the minds of these people where they feel like certain things when they say them out loud they make sense. Because in my mind, right, if I say, you know what, I'm going to tell this bar owner, everybody has to be sitting down, no dancing allowed, and they're going to comply, or they're going to get shut down. This makes sense to me. This was literally what I said, you know. Everybody have to be sitting down, no dancing allowed, or you're going to get shut down. And this is what they did. So that means, right, when I go to, like, for example, the strip and stuff, me ain't supposed to see nobody walking side to side, you know?
Jay, like I said, every afternoon after work, you could go to countless places on the island.
Can be.
And just...
Can't be, Azim. Cannot be. That what you are saying makes no sense. Based on the information.
Jade, a lot of things going on why make no sense, yo. A lot of things going on.
You think they realize?
Yesterday they had the runway challenge for the National Queen contestants, right? A good event.
To tell them no dancing in there too?
Yeah.
Oh. Me just not try to figure out, you know.
So I reached out to, well, I was going in and I saw the partner of one of the contestants, right? So he said, "Oh, you're going to work?" I said, "Yeah, man, I'm going to know." I said, "You too? You're going to work too?" Thinking that, of course, he's going to support his partner and thing and whatever.
Naturally.
Watch, let me tell you something, right? One of the unspoken heroes of the carnival, of St. Nevis Carnival, is the boyfriends of the contestants.
Bye.
The boyfriends, watch it, them they're the real MVPs, yeah.
Bye.
My mother's here. I watch them man and they be like, "But no, bye. I don't think I'm the kind of guy that would be in a relationship that could withstand the pressures of a pageant."
It's tough. Being a little tough.
So I know we go. So I tell him, partner, like, "Yo, bye, you're going to walk too?" And I say, "Bye, no, yo." So I did thinking maybe he's saying like some, you know, maybe he had fallen victim. His relationship had fallen victim to the pressures. Right.
It wasn't that.
He said, "But no, I can't go in because I'm vaccinated."
Sorry.
I said, "Oh, bye. Yeah, I know that's the thing." He said, "Yeah, but yeah, we could live together." I said, "Oh, for sure?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "I'll also bring her here, you know, in my care." I said, "Yeah, for sure." He said, "Yeah. I could also continually go to the gate and give her things." I said, "For sure?"
But he just got past the threshold, the little invisible vaccination line.
But he can't go inside. That
makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, Azim. Because that's when the corona happens. So for me, there's two things that causes corona currently. Dancing, anywhere that music is being played.
The music apparently, like, increases the transmissibility.
Yes. I don't know why they didn't tell us that.
Yeah.
And also, the threshold of the events. You see, once you pass that threshold as an unvaccinated person, the people inside start.
So just events, basically.
Yeah. But that's all I got to tell us, you know. Me want I have no events because me ain't got the team to work. Me want to send out nobody to go patrol. Me want to go send out no security. I don't want to be out here after a certain hour. No events are allowed. That's all I got to say. Because the way y'all behaving is clear that's what's happening. There's no other logical reasoning for this behavior, you know. Other than they don't want events to happen because they're not doing it to nothing else as No other industry, no other type of business is having to go through this.
Well,
People dance in church. People dance in church every Sunday as him.
I guess there's a whole fence down Port Zante, but that's the defense moving soon.
Defense moving. They said that, mind you, last week when we was at 79.9%, you know.
Hey, that day was upsetting me. Eh?
When we was at 79.9.
Hold on. By the way, how long now you hearing about this 80% threshold? I just started hearing about this.
No, we reached.
No, but I'm saying I just started hearing about this here like a week ago.
Yeah, I may think I was no.
It was nobody had let me know that was
It was new. It was new.
So what happened now? That we reached 80?
Nothing apparently, as in because we reached 80 on Friday. On Friday, I'm pretty sure. On Saturday, yet dancing in bars or at events aren't allowed.
But I seriously want to know what's supposed to happen at the 80, you know?
They told you. Supposed to be removing the fences.
Yeah, I didn't hear, so that's why I'm asking.
I think I said, what's it, boy?
They're removing the fence down Port Zante.
Uh-huh.
What else?
That's it. Apparently.
What?
That has to be it, because there's nothing else that they're doing that tells me that this 80% means something. What else have they done since the 80% reach that tells you that yes, we reach to this point, so things changing? What has changed? What has changed, Azim? Yeah, you did. What has changed? That's all I need to know. What has changed since we reached this? From the Friday when they tell us we were at 79.9%. What has changed since we hit 80?
I mean, you know, that's the same question you're having.
I don't know.
And to me, like I feel like these things are arbitrary, right?
It can't be. There's no reason for us to be able to dance. Nowhere.
Brother, if we can't dance in the restaurant with limited capacity.
Limited? Oh, my mother's here, boy.
You want to put things in the road? But you're crazy, man. Bye. Juve might be a thing of the past, yeah?
Has to be at this point, because Juve is a dancing event.
But
you're telling people they can't dance.
Imagine telling your grandchildren, boy, I remember we used to got this thing called Juve, right?
And then when you tell them,
y'all think these parties y'all got no could do, is any real party?
They're going to rely on them. We're going to have to go through the archives.
I'm going to go through the archives, man.
Pull up some pictures and videos.
Call Capo. Send me some footage here,
yeah,
boy.
Man.
I got a youngster here I need to educate.
Yes. That's what we're going to do, because as if this don't make no sense. It don't make no sense as if,
Yeah.
Y'all want us to encourage people. Y'all want us to help y'all to encourage people to do all kind of things. Yet, the people who are suffering, the businesses who have to depend on having any type of music.
Let me ask you a question. When do you think the mandate coming?
What mandate?
The vaccine mandate, when do you think that coming?
They need it now.
Got to reach 80.
Not only that, they don't pressure y'all into doing all kind of things. They need a mandate now, you know. What do they need the mandate for, Azim? We're at 80% first dose.
Let me ask you a question. We've been consistent on the show talking about the fact that persons' intentions, persons' goals, if you're not sure what they are, just look at the actions of the person, right? Or the group. Based on the actions of the group and anything, what is the conclusion that you're coming to in terms of what their goals are?
Currently?
Just the way they've been.
I just tell you. I said it.
To kill fun? I feel like...
What else would they be? As in, what else would the reason for these things be?
No, this is the problem I'm having. Right? This is the problem I'm having, Jade. And again, I might not be the sweetest stalk of sugar cane in the field. Right? But in my little mind, and I'm looking at the way that things have evolved over the pandemic, the way the rhetoric has evolved, the way the rhetoric has evolved, and the way that we have evolved the protocols, right? It feels as though the goals are more geared towards being able to speak on how we've handled the pandemic.
Sorry, go ahead.
It feels as though I don't want to say.
No, you can say it.
I don't know. I don't want to say it's almost like you're looking for bragging rights. I don't want to say that. But you're trying to create talking points. You're trying to create certain talking points. And we hear it all the time. We're one of the most vaccinated. We've handled the pandemic, one of the best in the world.
Yes.
Lowest cases in the Western Hemisphere.
Indeed.
Bum, 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 bum. And the truth about it, like I keep saying all the time with these things, even if they are true, but who cares, brother? Who cares? Like
At this point.
No, from the start.
Oh, well.
No, from the start.
Hold on. Before you continue. I feel like we should be... This is going to be a long discussion.
No, the aim, like this. Let me just finish this last point.
Okay.
When we and the reason why I say who cares, right? The only people who care about that, the only people who care, right, are the people who saying it. When I say that, like the health officials and the politicians, those are the only people who care. Realistically, me on the ground, I don't care how much cases we have in relation to Panama.
The rest of Panama.
Right? Of course, what we care about is safety. Right? We care about safety. Nobody cares about the numbers. I don't care. The only way that becomes an issue for me is as a case study. So to say, well, hey, they did this and this is what happened over there. So perhaps you shouldn't do that.
Oh, indeed.
You understand where I'm coming
from?
from?
The mistakes of others.
But I kept feeling it always felt weird to me when the conversation would then move into, look how good we are doing. Well, and the truth is, people, like humans, are doing good. You understand?
I tell you, let's cut this and come back, because I may finish,
All right.
I'm not done. But we have to jump into some traffic talk with our friend, Sergeant Brown. I have some questions for him.
Big Sarge?
Yeah, man. So we will take a quick break. Are you ready?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Take a quick break and come right back with more Island Tea. Stay tuned.
We are faced with tough decisions every day, but choosing the right home or motor insurance shouldn't be one. You need fast claim settlement from a company that's been rooted for over 31 years. And don't forget the A Excellent rating by AM Best. Make the intelligent choice. Caribbean Alliance Insurance. Reliable insurance that you can count on. Get a quote today for your home, motor, contents, and liability insurance needs, and make the intelligent choice. Caribbean Alliance. Tomorrow secured. Local agents, Dalil Walwyn & Co. Limited. Telephone 465-2631 or 469-5303 for the Nevis office.
Be careful on the road. Don't make it an episode. Attention all drivers, I'm begging you to slow it down, down. Too many stunt drivers on the road, man. With the fire day, driver, what's your emergency? It's better late than never, so why all the hurry? Speeding is the main cause of plenty mishaps. The road is now a racetrack, threatening life and property, and all the result of that led to death and injury. Inconsiderate driving, this nonsense needs to stop.
Good morning, welcome back to WINNMedia SKN. And we have in studio with us our favorite Sarge, Sergeant Brown, and he's here to talk about the traffic on Traffic Talk. Sarge, good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning to everyone. How are you all doing?
We're doing good.
Not
I
too bad,
think
not
we're
too
doing
bad.
good.
Okay,
I
nice,
think we are ranting, because it is.
We have to take a break to let you come in.
Yeah,
But,
it's
we'll
okay.
continue.
I realized the topic was very gay. Was getting very
No, we're done,
interesting.
We're done.
I realized that. Yeah.
Yeah, but you came in and saved us.
Oh, okay, man. Good,
Yeah,
good,
but how
good.
are you? How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing good. No, it could have been better. Plus, it could have been worse. I got to give thanks. You know?
Indeed.
All right, man.
So, good morning to everyone out there in Radioland. And as mentioned, my name is Sergeant Elvin Brown. And as usual, I'm here with you once more today, 29th day of November 2021. And as usual, we are here with our Traffic Talk program, which is aired every Monday right here on WINNFM 98.9 FM, 8:30 a.m. And this morning, it is my duty, I believe, to speak about a topic that I find is very interesting. That is, what I'm speaking about. Of recent times, we are realizing that we are investigating a number of accidents, very, very serious accidents on our street. And I believe I am duty bound, we are duty bound as police officers to inform the motoring public as to the dangers of driving dangerously and carelessly on our streets. Because we are realizing that there's an uptick of accidents, serious accidents, that is, on our street. And also, what we are having to do is that a number of persons are being taken before the magistrate's court and are having their license disqualified. So, I want to touch briefly, with your permission, to speak about careless and dangerous driving. Careless driving. What does this mean? Careless driving, this is when your driving falls below the minimum standard expected of a careful driver, and it includes driving without reasonable consideration for other road users. Dangerous driving. What does this mean? It means driving in a manner which includes a behavior or your behavior that potentially endanger yourself or other road users. If you're driving a careless or dangerous way, you stand the chance of being prosecuted. Careless driving. It is illegal to drive or ride a vehicle dangerously on any road or without due care and attention or reasonable consideration for other road users. You could be breaking the law if, while driving or riding, you are guilty of any of the following behaviors. And what does we look for when someone is driving carelessly? What does this mean? 1, tailgating. This means you are driving too close behind another vehicle. Number 2, failing to look properly. Number 3, you're suddenly braking. You're braking suddenly. Number 4, overtaking on the left side of the road.
People do that, yeah?
Yeah, of course. We have we realize that persons are doing that. Strange enough. Number 5, turning into the path of another driver. Number 6, having your attention diverted or distracted inside the car. For example, you're being on the cell phone. Number 7, having your attention diverted by a distraction on the outside of the car. And what we mean is if you're gazing at someone, you're gazing at something, and you for some reason getting into a collision.
Pull over to watch the girl, man. You don't keep driving. Man.
Yeah, so if you're doing any of the above, what we are saying is that you're driving carelessly, and these are careless behaviors that you would be prosecuted for. Dangerous behaviors now. What does this mean? It's like number one, you are racing, or you're going too fast, or you're driving too aggressively. Number two, you are ignoring the traffic lights or warning from passengers. Sometimes you might have a passenger and say, boy, slow down, you're driving too fast. You're ignoring this warning. Definitely, we are saying that you are driving dangerously. Number three, you are overtaking dangerously. In other words, then you're overtaking around corners, you're overtaking on the brow of a hill, those likes. We are saying that you definitely are driving dangerously. And it's like, as I mentioned, you are putting yourself and other road users at risk. Number four, you're driving while you're unfit, including you having an injury or you're being unable to see clearly. Sometimes at mornings, if you're driving from the rural west area, sometimes the sun is hitting you directly in your face in the morning, and at afternoons, this would make it very impossible for you to see clearly. And we are saying that if you're driving, speeding in this manner, you are driving dangerously. Number six, you're driving while knowing the vehicle has a dangerous fault, such as a mechanical defect. You're driving, if you have your brake is not working too well, and you're still driving, you're on the road, we are saying you're putting yourself and other persons' lives at risk. And what our law says as it relates to these serious driving, these dangerous and careless driving. And I would refer to the Vehicles and Road Traffic Act, Chapter 20, Chapter 15.06, sorry. And I'm referring to Section 48(1) as it relates to dangerous and reckless driving. Section 1, it states that any person who drives a motor vehicle on a road recklessly or at a speed or in a manner which is dangerous to the public, having regards to all the circumstances of the case, including the nature, the condition, and the use of the road, and the amount of traffic which is actually at the time, or which might reasonably be expected to be on the road, shall be liable to A, on summary conviction, to a fine not exceeding $4,000, or to imprisonment with or without hard labor for a term not exceeding 4 months. And in the case of a second or subsequent conviction, either to a fine not exceeding $5,000 or to imprisonment with or without hard labor for a term not exceeding 6 months, or to both such fine and imprisonment. I am told that we have a caller. Caller, you're live. Go straight. You're live on Traffic Talk.
Hi, good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
I apologize if I'm a bit off topic because I walked away from the radio a little while ago, but over the weekend I noticed some stuff and I thought I'd bring it to the attention of your panel.
Sure.
The roundabout there by the factory, there's a large, for lack of a better word, monument there. And it impedes the vision of persons coming out of that intersection onto Wellington Road, looking to the right, so looking south. I don't know if there's something that can be done there, but I find that creates a significant blind spot and is quite unsafe. The other observation is the lights in front of Cash and Carry at Bird Rock. The government has done some road work, which I think will definitely fit with the traffic that takes place there. However, is there any intention to address the customers that go into the Best Buy supermarket because someone coming from Bird Rock and turning onto the Bay Road, I can see how that can, one, either become a cluster, or two, cause another accident there. So I just thought I'd bring it to the attention of your panel and see if there's anything that's being done in relation to that.
Yeah, thank you very much. Carl, you're there still? Hello?
I'm there.
Yeah, as you refer to the roundabout at factory, what, in your opinion, what you think can be done there? Let me hear it from you.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't think that something of that size should have been put there in the first place. It's too tall for persons in cars. And imagine I drive a CRV, and it's still too tall. You can't see when you're coming out to the right, when you're looking towards Bastille.
Okay, I hear you. I hear your concern. I've made a note of it. And as I must be honest with you that I have never had any complaint about it before.
Usually what happens, people have to come kind of far out in the road to be able to
out to the stop a little bit
Yeah.
in order
Okay.
to see around it.
Because also what happens is that because of the shape of the road there,
Yeah.
you actually end up facing towards your left.
Okay, it sounds like it's something that can be looked into. I'm aware of a number of accidents in that happen in the general area, but as I said, it's something that can be looked into, and whatever it takes, whatever remedial actions can be taken, I believe it, because it can be. We are here to assist and to make sure that our roads are safe. So if anything can be done, definitely I believe it will be done. So thank you very much for drawing it to our attention, caller.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir.
Over
Thank
there,
you.
everyone.
Bye.
So someone else had a question. It's still off topic, but it's in regards
It's no problem.
to the speed limit at Frigid Bear. They said that persons are being ticketed, but there's no sign to say what the speed limit is.
And what area you're speaking about? Like,
The Frigid Bear Road going down to as you come over the hill from Sugars
yeah.
and you pass that roundabout,
Yeah.
that long strip right there.
The stretch between the first and second
Yes.
roundabout.
Okay. First and second roundabout.
I think what happened there was a speed. We had a conversation about this here already on the show.
Yes.
There was a speed limit sign there, but
There's a slow
It
down
had-
limit.
yeah, but I think it was knocked down or something. I don't think it's been replaced
Yeah, so
oh.
people
for
are
quite
getting ticketed.
for quite some time.
Okay. I would definitely look into it and have the officers at the freeway station check it out and see if the site is in fact not there. So if it's not there, it should be there. So
Oh no, it's not.
Okay.
I've checked.
Okay. I take your word for it. So I will definitely would get on to the officers and have it be replaced. Thank you very much.
So back to the traffic accidents, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. As an officer, what do you think is causing these accidents currently?
Our number one cause is speeding. Yeah, speeding definitely is one of the major causes of accidents on our street. Persons are driving way too fast, way faster than what the law requires them to be driving at. And another cause I would say is that persons are not being careful. You are driving when it's when you're in situations where you ought to at least pay more attention, especially you're driving too close behind of a vehicle. You're overtaking when it's unsafe. You're overtaking at junctions. You're driving and you're, as I mentioned earlier, you're gazing. These are some of the major causes of accidents on the road. What we face is that we realize that a number of accidents are happening in parking lots. Persons are reversing, exiting from parking positions and not paying attention, and bam, you get into a collision. So these are some of the major problems or causes that we see out there that causes a lot of these accidents.
So, with all of that, right? I feel like we've seen an influx of accidents when it comes to the police themselves. What do you think is causing these accidents?
As I must say, the police, we are humans, and we definitely we are not immune to accidents. As I mentioned too, sometimes, I mean, in terms of the causes, what I mentioned earlier is that you might find some officers, some vehicles, police vehicles that is, might be driving too fast when it's unnecessary. And just like anyone else, sometimes we take unnecessary risk when we are driving. we ought to drive with more care, with more caution, and if we do, I find that we can cut down on a number of these accidents that are happening. So that's basically how I would address your answers. Sorry, your question.
So are they prosecuted the way that we as the...
Of course, police officers are being prosecuted.
Oh, so when they mash up the vehicles, they have to pay for them?
Well, police vehicles are insured, so as it relates to compensation, as long as the vehicles are properly insured, because just like any other thing, there are two sides. There are the criminal side of it and the civil side of it. The criminal side is where if we feel like you was the cause of the accident, and we feel that you were negligent, you were careless, then you will be prosecuted. Not because you might be a police officer. You definitely, if we feel that you were the fault, the cause, you could be prosecuted.
Okay, well, somebody sent me a picture. Thank you. Somebody sent me a picture just now, so it seems like the sign is back up.
Okay, I'm glad for that. Thank you very much. The person who have sent you, thank you very much for that.
All right. Also, we have some callers on the line. Caller, good morning. You're live on Traffic Talk.
Yes, good morning, each and everyone.
Good morning.
Mr. Bone, I have a concern that I see you guys had did earlier, like about 2 months. I started about 2 months ago.
Okay.
And I see you guys change it then. Friday gone, I see you guys come back with it again.
What's that?
Which is the injunction there when you come down by the West Independence Square Street to turn on to Bank Street.
Yeah.
You guys blocked off there, right?
Mm.
So if I come down there and I want to go in the vicinity of 4th Street or onto Church Street, then it makes me difficult, have to go down, turn right back up to the Bell Road, go as far as probably, you might end up reach by the fire station and come all the way back around just to come back on 4th Street.
Not necessarily. You can turn at the roundabout there by the sands.
Okay, if you turn at the roundabout at the sands, how many people doing that there? Then you making it harder. I mean, I understand that you guys were blocked off there by the roundabout, by the clock, by the circus, that you can't go across because it's really tight.
Yeah.
Going across there, that's understandable. But you're limiting the options of turning right, even on the Bell Road to come back in town that you want to do. I mean, it's really hard. Back then, for people that coming down there who ain't know that they are block off, they have to go all the way around to go. Okay, so let's say you turn about by the roundabout by Posante. How many people doing that and then stopping the traffic when there's a long traffic coming down? Ain't many people would let you go turn to come back on the Bell Road. I mean, I think that you guys should look into that at least that path to turn on to Bank Street.
Okay, I hear your concern. You asked that we need to look into it. It was looked into, definitely, and that's the reason why we would have came up with that idea that at certain time, like especially when we have an influx of vehicles on the streets, such as you mentioned, Friday, which we all call Black Friday. Definitely, there was a lot of vehicles on the street. So between that area, Bank Street, it's very, very congested. Sorry, vehicles going east, vehicles traveling west. So we thought that it would be more easier if we just allow vehicle to flow eastwards and Bank Street.
Well, at least have a parking on one side then, because
Okay.
I mean, to not turn right onto Bank Street and not turn right onto the Bay Road.
Okay, I get you.
It's really a tight. It's really squeezing, you know. Yeah, it's really squeezing.
Okay, but you said earlier that you understand our reason for allowing to block off that's Liverpool Road. You understand our reasoning there, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
I understand because
okay then. I thank you for that. Yeah.
That's I mean, I drive on all those roads every day.
And you see how congested that can
Morning,
be.
Constant. From Monday to Friday, morning and afternoon, every day. Every single day. I don't have any time that I don't drive on those roads.
Okay.
Every day. Monday to Friday, morning and afternoon. So I mean, for a person like me, is really. I mean, when I come down there Friday, I stoops, and he catch me again. When I came down there in the afternoon, I was like, yo, it's really rough. And especially if the traffic is coming up on the bill there, and you have to wait until it's finished to go up. It's really tight.
But you realize it's not being blocked off every day. It's only being done.
I know that. I know that. I understand that. I mean,
right.
I understand it being, well, I know before, earlier, well, about 2 months ago, it was blocked off. And then I thought that you guys look into it and really think that it was squeezing some people. So you guys have left it and continue blocking off the other road, which was the one there by the clock. So I said, okay, then I guess the guys looked into it and really thought that it was really painful for some users who drive there. So that's why. And then Friday, when I realized that he came back, I was like, wow. I was like, okay, I maybe thought that it was should be Black Friday, but let's see if he carry on from now until.
No, it's not blocked. It's not blocked today.
No,
I don't think.
I know. That's what I said. I know he doesn't block on Fridays.
No, it don't be blocked every Fridays. It does.
And that's what I said earlier. I know you guys used to, and then after I realized that you guys had stopped.
Yeah.
And then this
right,
the first Friday in a while, I see you guys came back with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then another thing, I realized that you guys, well, I don't know if you guys was just work in hand with the public work.
Yes, we do.
In road patching with a lot of potholes. I realized, I mean, the guys had just a few of them, but there's more coming back constantly. I believe they're supposed to at least sign someone, you know, because there's a lot more potholes coming up every single day. And Mr. Brown, also, about 2-3 weeks ago, I know Jade had mentioned about the area around at the Fort Thomas.
Yeah.
It's really, really a dangerous place, to be honest. And I think the guys need to look into it seriously. I don't want to let out my secret, but normally I will go lunch there every single day around at that area.
Yeah, very secluded.
Because of the views and, you know.
It's secluded, private.
Yeah. I mean, I think you guys should look into that as well.
Yeah. When we would have discussed it the last time, I did in fact spoke to someone from the public works department, and I was promised that they definitely they got reports and complaints about the same area, and it's being looked into. So that
Thank you very much.
Yes.
And one last thing before I go, I said I'm hopeful. We are still waiting on the data for the tint that causes accident, Mr. Brown. You promised us, and we are still waiting.
Okay, I hear you. Thank you very much for the reminder.
I know that you noticed from since that law has passed, there's many accidents causing within the people and also people that work in the police force. And the way how you just, I would say, the way how you just up Jade question, I think you should dress up the people because
When-
we all are humans.
When
Thank
you
you
say-
very much. Enjoy the rest of
Okay,
your
man. Thank you very much. I thank you very much, caller, for your very important input. But I don't believe I would have tried it anyway to dress up anything. I was just trying to be as truthful and as honest as I can. So we have our next caller. Caller, you're live.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Nice hearing you all. Traffic stop, traffic stop. Yeah, my concern. Why cause a lot of accidents? Because some people on the phone, big people maybe in my age or so, going to 60, over 60, and so on. You know, I notice it very much. And do you all have any law for anybody overtaking about 2-3 vehicles? One that was coming out of Frigid in a taxi bus, and this person couldn't wait. Suppose you have a big incoming traffic coming down. What do they will do? Fly over everybody or fly in the air? Yeah, don't charge people for that. Like I saw it more than one time, you know. People just taking over. And coming to Frigid by road there, the same place there. The person was speaking about was in a dangerous future. You all need to look into it and so on.
Uh-huh.
And the phone, you all not 500, 5,000. They need to come off the phone. Me want to hear me. You all give me a little change for Christmas. Say me, hey, come off your phone, come off your phone. When they're passing. Yeah, God, they driving. As you look down the phone, you put up your head back and hit somebody, you hit a vehicle. And you all ain't got a distance number about 20, you know? About the behind them, about how much feet did they used to say? 20? Also, maybe some to make it look unique. Some people are over bumper to bumper on the people. And when you look, somebody hit somebody. I say accident the other day, the grammar school, that was funniness. The person who coming out was supposed to wait till the person coming up the car and wait. Yeah? That was a funny accident. I must be careful, okay?
All right, thank you. Yeah, we always advise persons to only overtake another vehicle or vehicles when it is safe for them to do so. And you should not put the vehicle that you're overtaking, you should not put that person's to have to alter their speed in any way. You should only overtake when it is safe for both you and that other person that you're overtaken. And if you cause an accident, you will be prosecuted for that. And if I can read what the law says as it relates to overtaking, he or she shall not drive or ride so as to overtake another traffic unless he or she has a clear and unobstructed view of the road ahead and of any intersecting roads, and he or she shall not overtake such other traffic unless he or she sees that the road ahead is clear for a sufficient distance to enable him or her to overtake and get back to his or her proper side before meeting any traffic from the opposite direction and without causing the vehicle which is being overtaken to alter its speed. And it also speaks to if you're being overtaken, and what it says is that when being overtaken by other vehicles, he or she shall drive or ride as close to the left side of the road as possible so as to allow such other vehicle to pass, and in all cases, he or she should drive or ride so as to give as much space as possible for the passing of other traffic, and shall not increase the speed of his or her vehicle whilst being overtaken by other vehicles. And that's what the law says as it relates to if you're being overtaken and if you are overtaken.
Okay.
Yeah, the clock on the wall is telling us that it's time to wrap, so I definitely will comply. And as per usual, I want to thank you for being a part of our program this morning, and I'm looking forward to be here again next week, God's spare. So until then, you have a safe and productive day, a safe and productive week ahead, and be safe. Not just for you, but for other road users. So until we meet again, goodbye.
Be careful on the road. Don't make it an episode. Attention all drivers.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib, it's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
Drop everything and come now to Hosford's Auto Parts and Accessory Center for their big Drop Everything sales event. For the rest of 2021, go to Hosford's Auto Accessories and Parts Center, where they'll be dropping 30% off select accessories, 20% off car batteries. But the rubber really hits the road with this deal. 20% off all tires, or get one tire free with a purchase of 4 tires. Buy 4 tires, get one free from now until the end of 2021. So drop everything and come now to Hosford's Auto Parts and Accessories Drop Everything sales event. Now dropping 30% off select accessories, 20% off batteries and tires. Or buy 4 tires, get 1 tire free. Drop everything and go now to Hosford's Auto Accessories and Parts Center.
We are the best.
The Federation's favorite auto parts and accessories store.
Morning, guys. Welcome back to Island Tea, right here on WINNMedia SKN with your faves, Kevin Azem, featuring Jade, Gwenny Gwen, Idita, CPL, Martha Stewart, Crescent Crude, Johnson. And it's still Monday. Time is now 9:07 a.m.
Indeed.
And we are just at the tail tip. The tail tip
What are you talking about?
of November.
Oh, why we done? December is literally this week, eh?
December is upon us.
It is this week. 1 month closer to Mission Make It to 2022.
Yes, guys, we are almost there.
Hold strong.
Hold strong, guys. Hold strong.
Tough it out.
The mission, should you accept it, is to make it to 2022.
Indeed.
And I want to believe that everybody under the sound of my voice is accepting the challenge
Hopefully.
and is doing all that is necessary to make sure that you achieve the goal. So I'm looking forward to crossing that threshold with all of you guys.
Yes.
Loving it.
The only thing I want y'all to not do is what y'all did with 2021 and say, yes, 2022 gonna be so much better. I can't wait for 2021 to that. No.
I have to be positive, Jade.
Yes, but let's keep it to ourselves. I feel like putting it out in the air.
Jade, we live in a
Jinx
world where
us.
nobody keeps anything to themselves anymore. You realize that? Nothing, you know? Nobody keeping nothing to themselves right now. I can't understand what's going on. You know, they used to have this phrase when we were younger said, what was it? TMI?
TMI.
People like they forget about that.
Bye.
People like they forget about TMI by too much information. Just, keep it to yourself. Oh,
Listen,
man.
somebody trying to explain to me this whole
So like,
DJ thing, right? And it's nonsense, you know? It's nonsense. No matter what anybody tell me.
stop giving permission. Stop giving permission then. Stop giving permission. Stop giving permission. If you're going to tell me that because there's music it's encouraging behavior that you feel increases the transmission of COVID-19, right? Then what that means is that maybe you need to stop giving permission for the music. But you don't want to do that, you know, because people cussing.
Yeah, because it's ridiculous. Like, y'all tell us, y'all been telling us, you know, y'all been pushing this thing, you know, months upon months upon months. Yes, let's get to a place where we could get back to some normalcy, where we could do this and we could do that. You know, the vaccination rates have to be up. All these things. Now we're here, y'all not allowed to dance.
So that is what I'm saying. Like, I just don't understand why one gives permission for social events without fully recognizing the way that humans socialize. Like, dancing is innate. Babies that dance who can't walk.
Baby's not allowed to dance anymore.
Babies not allowed to dance anymore. That's why y'all doing the babies?
Yeah, babies can't dance no more. Like,
That's what y'all doing to the babies?
When it's music time at the daycares, babies can't dance.
Wow.
Because that is encouraging behavior that will
increase the transmission.
Yes,
right,
that would add to what they don't want, which is the spread of corona. So churches shouldn't be allowed to dance anymore. Babies shouldn't be allowed to dance at daycare. Where else people dance?
Everywhere, Jade.
Oh, okay, well.
Just outlaw dancing. People dance every day. That's what I'm saying. Every afternoon, after work, countless places you could go. Countless places.
Can be.
Y'all
are not allowed to dance in bars and restaurants anymore. Y'all are not allowed to dance in life, in general. When y'all hear music, no.
So people have dance class?
No. Because again, that tributes to the spread of the disease.
Let me ask you a question. Somebody had raised this question to me, like, what would happen if a business owner were to bring a lawsuit for lost earnings?
That has to be next, Azim, because at what point do you realize what you're telling people is ridiculous?
What we need to do too?
Talk to Cromwell?
No.
Because I need him to explain this to me, no?
No, I don't. I don't need him to explain a thing. You understand? I don't need him to explain a thing. You know I stand on that there. But anyway, what I'm saying, what we need to do is, and the same person suggested it to me, take video of these interactions. Take video and show the people.
Because I sure people
when the task force come and start telling you that we will close it down if people are dancing, like we need to see it. People need to see it.
Yeah, because it's.
And I think and it always comes back to this for me. It always comes back to this for me. Whenever we talk about these things, the way that we talk to the powers that be, we talking about two different things. They're talking about, it's just partying. We talking about being able to feed families and pay bills.
No, not for them.
You see what I'm saying? We're on two different pages.
Like, y'all literally have businesses paying all kind of taxes and all kind of story. Well, where y'all think this money coming from?
Since everybody know what we be talking about, let's stop. Let's stop. Okay, look. This is one of the same businesses, right? This is one of the same businesses that would have had trouble staying afloat because they were in the same bubble. Mm-hmm. So you already limit the persons that can go to the establishment.
Therefore, you get out the bubble? No, you're telling them they can't have dancing. Why? Yes, I am still cussing them because they literally ridiculous. I cannot believe if somebody had told me this, I would have said a lie. Because in what world this makes sense? I need somebody to explain this logic to me.
Definitely not in a world where you're living in one of the most vaccinated countries in the Western Hemisphere.
Cannot be. As I'm more vaccinated for? To stop me from dying from corona? Okay, understandable. What else am I vaccinated for?
You need another reason?
Apparently not. That's the only reason, but that's not the reasons they gave us. They outlined the list, you know?
Jade, they didn't. They didn't. That was my whole thing from the start. I thought they told us remember, what does that mean? Jade, I kept saying all the time.
Well, normalcy for me is being able to dance when I go out.
Jade, I haven't danced since '93.
Yeah,
so
but
ain't
that's
normal
not
for me.
normal for you.
Right,
You
exactly.
stay good as him. You can't
right,
dance.
exactly.
You might do a little. You can't even do a little sway.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, that is why from the start I have been saying a couple things. I've been saying we need some idea of where we intend to draw the line. Right? You can't wait till you're in it to decide, well, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm comfortable doing. And
I feel
because
like
there must be something overarching. In other words then, right? I understand the seriousness of Corona, and that is why I keep saying, for me, it is more important that people are taking this thing serious and acting responsibly, right?
Indeed.
I've been saying that.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand the importance, right? But I also believe that there must be more. Corona can't be the only thing that then determines everything else. We can't start, when we start talking about what is possible, what people can do, how people can earn, how people can pay the bills, the conversation can't start with Corona. And I feel that's where we're at.
That's it?
That's where we're at.
This is where we've been, eh?
Can I contribute to National Carnival something that I have put years and years and years, countless money, countless time into developing?
You're not vaccinated, you can't contribute.
No, the conversation starts at, boom, I vaccinated.
That's why I say you can't contribute because you're not vaccinated. You can't.
Look, I was one of the people, right? I was one of the people who were I was pro-choice across the board, right?
Long time.
I was pro-choice across the board. So when people was complaining about companies making their decisions as to who, I was like, look, you got your right to make a decision, the company got the right to make a decision. The difference is that the government has a different set of, the government isn't just for the vaxxed.
Maybe they forget.
One of the things, right, one of the things that we keep saying is that persons that can get vaccinated should get vaccinated for those who can't. That is one of the things, you know.
I remember.
But then you start limiting, not based on anything else, except whether you're vaxxed or unvaxxed. You see what I'm saying? Like, so what happened to trying to protect and defend those people that aren't in a position
apparently they don't
to be able to get vaccinated?
They don't count anymore as them.
What happened to that?
They don't count anymore.
You must represent the interests of all.
At this point, I just don't know about
it. Does somebody believe that there is there's a reality that exists where everybody that can get vaccinated will be vaccinated? Can anybody, does anybody believe that to be a possibility?
Well, we're at 80%, so maybe.
I don't believe anybody thinks that's a possibility.
It is not.
I don't believe anybody thinks that.
I say there will never be a possibility where everybody can get vaccinated. That's why we had herd immunity. What happened to herd immunity?
We haven't reached it yet, Jade. We haven't reached it. Right? We haven't reached it. So what I'm saying is this, I kept saying what we need to do, if you really, people needed to know, one, where we draw the line. Because that is something I keep saying, when you start exercising certain powers, everybody likes to talk about the rationale behind why these things are now possible. Nobody wants to talk about the limits. Everybody does forget that conversation. That conversation needs to be had the same time we're having a conversation about, hey, can we do this? Somebody needs to be that conversation needs to be had. Nobody likes to have it. All right. The second thing would be give the nation realistic targets. Realistic targets. I'm gonna say realistic targets. I'm not talking about just arbitrary numbers, because we must recognize that these numbers are arbitrary. Mm-hmm. Let me ask you a question. What is the scientific difference between 79.9% and 80%? What is the scientific difference?
Point one. Is
yeah,
0.1?
Right.
Or
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
0.01?
0.1.
Okay. I tell you, bye. I don't know if y'all don't be listening to yourselves when y'all say these things out loud.
It's like, I remember, I saw the post. It's public. Everybody see it. From Dr. Wilkinson, implying that we get 47 more people to get to the 80%.
We at 80% now?
No, well, what I'm saying is, even at that point, I understand, and that is why I keep saying, it feels as though it's just about,
vaccination.
No, not as much vaccination, but it's about the talk being able to say, this is where we at. It's weird to me, it just feels weird. It feels weird, like when like these talking points feel weird. It just feel like we're more concerned about being able to. It's almost like I keep running from the term bragging rights. Somebody can give me the right term. But it's almost like it's like to be able to say, look.
But that's why it feels like, because every time they go on these platforms that they have, that's all that they talk about. Yes, we are one of the most vaccinated countries in the world. Our vaccination rate is this. Our cases are down, all these things. But the people who are actually living life in this country, they don't see the benefits of these things. Because even though all of these good things are happening around us, we still have to live life as if we have thousands of cases and that everybody out here have corona.
Jane, this is my thing, right? I ain't even on that beat, yo. Because I am one who I'm happy that we have few cases. I'm happy that people have gone out and gotten vaccinated, right? But my thing is just that must then count for something. That must count for something. I mean, and I don't want to hear about the fact that, oh, no, you don't have to quarantine. I don't want to hear about the fact that, oh, no, you don't, they're like unvaccinated quarantine for 9 days. Like, again, let us we're dealing with people. Okay, let me put it this way then. It seems as though the priorities of the people aren't the same priorities of the persons in charge of making the decisions. It seems like there's a different set of priorities.
Long time.
Right? Mm-hmm. I believe that there were a lot of people whose priority was life. Like, they just like, we always say life and livelihoods. We're trying to balance those two. I believe there were people who have the same idea in their mind. I was one of them. Right? I understand that I worked in an industry that, because of the nature of the industry, we were going to suffer.
And still suffering.
More than some other industries. Right?
Literally still suffering.
Right? But I understood that, and I understood the reason for that. Now, the problem is that we ended up in a situation where we said, hey, we have a way out of this. Right? We have a way out of this.
Yes.
No problem. So my question was, cool. It must be a gradual, it has to be a gradual move. So let us see what does what.
Yes.
And those targets must be realistic. Those targets must be realistic. And not only that, the targets may be adjusted based on whatever factors, correct? They might change. But then we would then be able to have conversations about what would have caused those changes and bam, and things. No. The problem is that you're going to have some sort of consistency across the board. Because you end up in situations where people asking questions like, wait, Carnival Village itself, something going on up there that caused corona to spread more than down the Bay Road?
Yeah. The music. So
coronavirus prefers Calypso than whatever the busman playing in the bus?
Yes.
But when you don't have the consistency, these are the kind of questions that people are gonna ask.
We have to start questioning things like, why is it that it seems like the focus is only on people who aren't local? When I say aren't local, I mean who don't physically reside here forever. It always like, oh yes, we have to do this because we have to get back to tourism. We have to have the people them coming in. We have to make sure the people flying here are safe. The people come here, do this and that. We have to make sure they have all the fun on the tours and all of these things. But the people living here day to day have all these restrictions placed on them, aren't able to earn, aren't able to even relax, aren't able to de-stress. Because you know what? If we do any of these things, we're going to cause the cases to go up. But people who are flying here, who are able to go on tour, I guess the tours don't on the music, so they get saying dancing. When they come off the cruise ship and they walk to Port Center, there's no music playing.
I'd say these are the things that cause people to ask questions like, what is the relationship between music and corona?
Because it is ridiculous there's little... How are you going to tell me, right, that a restaurant with a capacity limit of maybe like 30 people, 40 people at most, you're shutting them down because 20 people in there dancing to music that is allowed. So you allow a DJ to play, but then you tell people they have to sit down. What will be robots?
I just wanted a truth burger.
You can't have that. You can't have that. Music playing as him. You might be influenced into moving a knee.
You just need some consistency, guys. You just need some consistency. You just need some consistency. Like, the inconsistencies is what is driving the anger.
Yeah, because I feel like they're just making it up as they go along.
Yeah, like, and this is why people can ask questions like, so what happened to church? Okay, what happened to schools?
I see churches,
what happened to, like,
people in church? I've seen videos of people in church dancing away. Never ever hear them get shut down for that. But y'all really coming to tell business owners that they can't have music because people in there dancing? So you're shutting down the businesses and taking away permits for them to have music because they're dancing in a restaurant, in a lounge?
No, but Jade, again, these policies must be based in reality.
But I don't know which reality they.
And that's the thing that is upsetting, because in what world do people socialize where dancing isn't part of it?
In what world?
So why does one give the permit for it in the first place? You
and then expect people to just sit down. Y'all expect people to sit down, you know? What are we? What?
I've been consistent. I've been consistent in the need for us to act responsibly, right? And even I am now just, because these questions that I'm asking, right? These questions that I'm asking, they're legitimate questions. So I could jump on a bus from St. Paul's, come into town, take a pass down pre-game down the ferry terminal. Mm-hmm. Move from there, walk go across 4th Street, walk up the park, and then when my body reach at the park, he could go in and I can't go in.
Yes. Anyway, we're ready to start taking some calls now because I see the phone line is going crazy. Y'all feel free to call back. But in the meantime, because I want to get to a specific article, which can cause me to be again. But let's give them the first of all, as I'm saying, Ming and dance. I promise. Because that's not allowed.
No, what you have to understand, Jade, is that it also depends on who's playing the music. Perhaps the DJ was not vaccinated.
Oh.
So since I am, I'm allowed to make music.
Do you think?
It's tea time.
So I didn't dance? Yeah, okay, shut us down.
Yeah, that's back singing.
Back singing. Well, the situation report as of Sunday, 28th November, yesterday, we have 3 confirmed cases in the last 24 hours. We have 26 active cases in the Federation, which brings our total number to 2,782 cases.
Let's see what the scholar is saying.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, I'm listening. All what I have to say, keep on your mask because, drop, let will flow. Just keep on your mask and you dance. Keep it belly longer, your nostril. That, you can breathe a little properly. Dancing, you're going to be working up your body and so. But then you can dance. I don't know. They're trying to put us. Let's say you could go in the park now and dance for Juve morning. Because because you're going to get a big pain. And you can go by a bar and just tell them all the posant to just keep the music low. Right? And you're dining and you're listening and so on. And what's not? For sure, down the tunnel, the dog have some trouble. So, I don't know, they don't tell people you go to have fun and you want to have a little fun, especially, okay, they say a 4th wave coming, yes, but, I think they should have kept a little thing. That's how they see it. When you go in the park, go dancing and catch nothing either. Everybody going to be vaccinated. And I tell you, vaccine. Everybody ain't going to go in the vaccine. Some people going to get through here. Depending on what the gatekeeper be, so I don't know what they're saying. I hope they get it to work out. I said we need a little jammy. Just DJ, just like how you making the money now, you know, with the 50th anniversary gonna be just for nothing. 50 years, nothing 50 years. I don't call into them already, you know. A week or 4 now. And they're trying to work out something. And nothing. Okay, what they could say, girl, let me pay all of it down there, then get a little lawyer ban at the terminal. And make some money, kind of money that we're going to pay them the electricity. And pay them for the bars, and so I don't know who really running you here. They just say whoever driving, as I just say, the driver cannot drive. The advice, I don't know how to advise them with this thing, you know. They need to come together, people them need to make some money. And then, you know, after the Christmas, everything cold back now because there ain't going to be no New Year's Day thing. So let me make a little 24th. I mean, the 26th after, let me make some money. We need some money to pay them, you know, they ain't here. We want money to pay them.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Bye. I don't know. I don't know who would expect us to get money from to pay them in truth. Y'all not letting people have their businesses function, but y'all want people to pay.
I still have an issue. Right? With the powers that be being able to just come to a business place, has a business license, and close it down.
Yeah. Back to back, you know. It happened over the weekend, back to back. Friday and Saturday.
I always ask this question, like, I can almost guarantee, right? If, for instance, a task force member was supposed to get a report and say, but guess what? I had some people dancing in the supermarket there.
You're crazy. As if they're shutting down that.
They're shutting down the supermarket, Jay. They have to.
No.
Consistency is key.
Not over here.
Okay.
Not across this board at all.
So let's say they were to say, has there ever been a fight in a supermarket?
Of course.
So they just shut down the supermarket after that too?
When?
What?
As the only industry has these type of protocols, these things happen to us is entertainment. Anybody in the entertainment business could attest to these ridiculous things that has happened to us regularly, and nobody does say nothing. It's
I've been told,
and then they just be like, oh well.
I tell you already, you know, Jade, I was the one who the police come to a time and tell me, turn off the music because the prisoners having a walk-up competition here. I was the person here. Nobody tell me that's what he said. That was the man tell me direct here.
May not understand.
I was at an event.
I clearly missed something.
I was at an event, right? I was a song guy. It was in town, right?
It was in the prison.
No, it wasn't in the prison.
It has to be in the prison.
It wasn't in the prison.
Okay.
I was not working an event in the prison at night. And may I want to give people the wrong impression. The police came over first. He said, look, Ronnie, I'll turn it down a bit. Because the prisoners having a dance competition. I said, excuse me? He said, just turn it down a bit. Okay, cool. Come back again. But the prisoners having a walk-up competition, but I think we're going to like close up this year.
Were you lying, eh?
Jade.
Were you lying, Adam? Adam, this is not the time or place to lie.
Jade, Burning Flames were here.
This is not the time to...
Burning Flames and Small Axe. So I understand Burning Flames and Small Axe. Their music is infectious and one will dance. So maybe dancing has always been a problem. We just think it's corona, but no, it's probably always been a problem. Now that I'm thinking about it, I've had this happen to me before.
I want to just back up that.
Jade, I've said it
it has to be just back up that story.
The prisoners having a walk-up competition, Jade. Lack of the dance.
The dance was in the prison?
No, Jade.
Huh. I think we just be joking when we tell you all these stories, you know, because the ridiculousness that
if you're not any local promoter, guys, just go ask them about some of the stories where they dance them go lock off.
And y'all gonna be amazed.
You'll be amazed.
Y'all would be amazed. Y'all think we just, bruh, the thing that has literally lock off our events for, right? None of these things could happen in no business around town and they lock them off.
I don't wonder, like, that's why I keep wondering. Like, even the idea of like that it just We don't understand, like, why this, and this is why I keep telling people, why do I then have to go get a business license, pay my tax, make sure all this is up to date and thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Only to not be afforded the same protections that all the other business owners have.
Because they don't see us as a legit business, they just see us as a way to make money. We're not legit businesses as in. We don't have legit licenses like all the other businesses. When I go into the supermarket and I hear the Christmas music playing, right, and I start to dance, you think a task force member in there coming to shut it down? Music is being played in all of these businesses. You think they're coming in there to tell them turn it down or lock it up because, we don't want people to get the wrong idea and they start to dance? That's not happening as him. That will never happen.
So on Friday afternoons, like when the DJs show up at like the business places, like
when they have the promotions
when
and
they have
stuff?
the promotions and so, they're locking down them businesses.
Why would they?
People will be dancing.
Yeah, but why would they?
Oh, my bad.
You know how ridiculous that sound? But you all coming to watch big people in the face with sense and say, yes, we shutting down your business because people in here dancing. Literally, this, I'm not even making it up. This is what was said. People in here dancing, so we're shutting off your business and we're revoking your entertainment license, your DJ license. You're not allowed to have any DJs anymore because people down here dancing.
What do they think happen when music is played though? That's why I can't. That's the thing what bothering me. Like my thing is like again, realistic expectations. When you give. Look here, people be dancing in the cemetery. Yeah, but you been to a funeral lately? But the funeral them got rhythm.
You really asked me that?
Yeah. The funeral them got rhythm. People literally be dancing in the cemetery.
In the churches, in the cemeteries, anywhere music is played, people dance because that's natural human behavior. That is As them take a phone.
Jade, if you ain't look sharp, sometimes you got earthquake, people start to dance to the beat.
Small like start to play in the head.
Oh boy, good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up? Morning.
Hello.
You turn your phone on a bit, please.
Your radio.
Yeah, radio.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, let me say this, right? I've been listening to this program from ever since it started. How long now? Couple of years now?
No way, not so long, man.
Not so long.
But anyway, I've been listening to it for a long time. And I've been hearing Dr. Cameron calling and saying that, talking about the program, that this is one of his favorite programs. Now, why you don't try and get Dr. Cameron on the phone, to say something about what you guys talking about? Because as far as I know, dancing up and winding up and moving about and so on, right? That brings on the COVID-19 disease.
The dancing does?
Say that again?
You said dancing causes corona?
No, he said bring on the disease.
No, it brings on the coughing and the sneezing and so on.
No, that brings on the disease. But then how that, okay.
That disease.
Hold on. No, I want you to educate me, sir, because I think we're in two different places. So you're saying that...
all kind of thing for you to dance up and get on with anything like that.
Okay, so what you're saying is that they shouldn't give out... So what you're saying is they shouldn't give out the permission to be able to do it, since they know this is what's going to happen. Okay. See, I could deal with that logic.
The coughing and the sneezing and that they give people...
I don't know about that, but like if you're saying that...
About that? Well, they don't tell you about that, and they're going to follow what the world is doing. And as far as I know, they're doing exactly what the world is doing.
No. I don't know which world you're in, but that's not what's happening, sir.
You don't know which world you're in?
Clearly not the one that we're in, because that's not what's happening.
They're going to get it. They're going to get it to 100% if they have to, because you have a lot of ignorant people out there who say that no matter what, they're not going to take no vaccine.
Okay, what I got?
You understand? So
no,
just work with that. Thank you.
You go first, because
look.
You go
that's
first.
No, I don't even want to. Like if that's what they call her, that's what they call a thing, then I'm up out to you. Yeah. But I will tell you, as somebody who has been getting calls to move around and work, what going on here and what going on around the world.
No, I mean I have a TV. The internet is free.
Watch here. Since before vaccines, the man realized they just had an incident where like 9 people died because they had 50,000 people at a concert?
I don't. And he said he listens to the show. And we spoke about this twice. I don't know. Take a next call because... Boy.
There you go. Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T.
Hey, good morning. Why we trying to wait now? But yeah, you know what surprised me too, right, Mr. Bailey, is that imagine, right? Let's say you own a bar, right? People can come to your bar, vaccinated or unvaccinated, right?
Correct.
And let's say now you decide, boy, I'm going to put on a fit or try a party.
I'll just have a DJ.
Yeah. And here's it, they're going to tell you, okay, only vaccinated people are allowed. So, I mean, I don't really understand. You mean I could go to the bar, vaccinated, have a drink, do anything. But if you decide to go a DJ that night, only vaccinated people are allowed?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, that's really scary. And I mean, okay, I want to ask this question as well. They had Miami Carnival, right?
Yeah.
They had an outbreak or anything like that after? Yeah, anything like, you know?
There wasn't an outbreak that has been directly attributed to the carnival.
Oh yeah.
No, there has not been. Yeah, there has not been.
They have not. And they had a percentage of where there was a limit, you know.
They had restrictions. They had a bunch of different restrictions including like the size of the bands and stuff like that.
Okay. But I mean, there's different things going on all over the world. They say they're following the science. And clearly that last call, I don't understand. I mean, like that they're asking what world they living in because I don't understand. Here's it, I watch football every weekend. Where is in England, thousands of people in a stadium, vax and unvax. Because I had a friend that just came from England. He told me he went to watch 2 games. He's not vaccinated, but he's allowed to go watch football.
Oh, so that's what we're doing here too? Because the caller said we're doing the same thing like overseas.
No, here you have to be vaccinated to go watch football.
So here you have to be vaccinated to go and watch.
No. You got to be vaccinated to play and all. That's why we ain't got no
play.
That's why we ain't got no football playing.
Imagine that. And the players them here is not even getting paid. So, I mean, if I play and I walk out, why don't do this and me even getting paid? You know what I mean? Why should I go and take a vaccination? And I'm not getting paid. So you leave everything to just die down and then you're going to tell me, then you're going to come tomorrow and say the youths are the future and we're supposed to do this and we're supposed to do that. But you ain't even trying to help us.
This is, yeah.
It's really crazy. And then you're going to look at it that, we're back to this crime rate because youths, they ain't doing nothing. They're just home later and doing this, doing that. But you're not providing anything you're telling us unless you take a vaccination, then we're going to provide this. This can't be what we come to. It's real crazy, man. That's my contribution for today.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I think that one of the things that, and we've seen this from the start of the vaccination rollout. I remember I was the one who was in here saying I didn't like the approach. Remember they were talking about get vaccinated so we could have carnival. Remember that was one of the things that Gaston had said and thing up there. We talk about it. I was totally against that because what I see that as is them identifying things that people are passionate about, and taking it away to influence behavior and choices. And I kept saying, I'm not for that. Give people the information. Answer the questions that the people have. People had legitimate questions. People also had questions that were based in misinformation and disinformation. And those conversations need to be had as well. Right? But this thing about hey, I know he like this. People, watch it. This is like some toxic parenting strategy going on right now. Oh, he like this. Take it away. And let's influence his behavior in order for us to get what we want out of him, and then we could give him back. From the time we started this vaccine rollout, and that was the type of rhetoric, I had a problem with it. Educate. Mm-hmm. Educate. It don't matter how frustrating it is that you have to go and explain to people why the vaccines were developed so quickly. You don't like, and it's going to be frustrating. But you have to do it. You understand? Because what happens, and again, this is the problem, Jay. The problem is that nobody sets the limits. Mm-hmm. So right now is about passions. In other words, things that they don't see as being necessities, whether it is or not, just based on the view and the perception. Mm-hmm. So the perception is sport, fun, these things, sport, fun, entertainment, and a whole those things are necessities. So let us use those things to influence the behavior of the people. But what happens when that don't work no more? Then they're going to start to get the necessities.
Y'all can't go into the markets because you're not vaccinated. Y'all can't go to the doctors because you're not vaccinated.
Jade, wait till they start to say school children can't go to school because they ain't vaccinated.
You mean like in Antigua? What do you mean?
And again, I've been asking since before vaccine come. Since before we had the first vaccine on island, where the line?
You know who would be a good person to talk to about this? The Minister of Education and Sports. Good morning, sir. He's listening. Come talk to us. Come talk to us.
Watch you.
Come talk to us.
Watch you. Let me tell you something.
Let
me tell you something, right? Let me tell you something. These are smart people.
All of them.
Jonel, intelligent man.
Yes.
Right?
Very.
Intelligent man. And the thing about it for me is that the fact that I know this is one of the things that becomes very frustrating. Because it says to me that there's some information that we don't have. It's either that they have information that we don't have, or the things that they're telling us they're focusing on and what they're focusing on. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It has to be, because things just ain't adding up. Things just don't add up.
Let me see what's going on in here. I had another article for us to... By the way, quickly, congratulations to Dr. Drew on becoming the new leader of the St. Kitts...
Friend of the show.
Yes.
The St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party.
Yes. He was elected. He won.
Hey, when Labour going to feel some candidates in Nevis? I need to stop causing confusion.
Yes. Yes, but what was the article that I wanted to read?
Which one? Because they had a couple interesting ones.
I know you had a lot, but we're here because in our morning. Let's go to the Ministry of Entertainment's announcement.
Moint?
Yes, Moint.
I tell you, I wasn't going to that, you. Because I don't know.
You hear fans in there kicking up.
No.
You can't carry the boy the way, though.
Me hate.
Boy, the boy, they kicking up things.
I didn't want to deal with it, sorry.
Yes, we will have Mr. Honorable Jonel Powell on tomorrow to have a conversation with us.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show, yes, he's listening. As if the man said, don't call him if he hate you to defend it. So he coming tomorrow.
He ain't got to defend it, that's why he's smart. Me think you want to defend that. I said he's an intelligent guy. No sarcasm included.
No, man, we know he's smart. Anyway.
He's smart. I'm here to tell you that.
So yes, Moent announces new requirements for events staging ahead of the sector's official reopening. What are you shooting for? Yeah, nothing. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. The entertainment sector of the Federation is on the verge of reopening, really, after being shuttered and heavily restricted since the start of the pandemic in 2020. Some things remain the same. Approval must be given, as with National Carnival, the event will be held at 75% venue capacity. However, the number of restrictions being enforced requires stakeholders in the entertainment sector to seek approval from the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force, St. Kitts and Nevis Fire and Rescue, and the Ministry of Health through the Office of the through the Office of the Chief Medical Officer. 3 agencies need to give their 3 agencies need to give their approval.
Anybody else to this? Anybody else got to go to this? Oh.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
3 agencies need to give their approval in order for the event to be able to happen safely. The Commissioner of Police to the police.kn portal. The Ministry of Health to the Chief Medical Officer. And then the Chief Fire Officer. All 3 have to give their approval in order for events to happen. During a press conference hosted by the Ministry of Entertainment, Minister of Entertainment Akila Byron Nisbet said the people intending to host a mass event or any event must go through the Permanent Secretary's Office in the Ministry of Entrepreneurship, Communications, on Entertainment and Talent Development. I'm going to read a little piece of her statement. Going forward, in order for you to host your events, the main thing that you have to bear in mind is the first thing you have to do is to indicate your intent to host a massive event to the ministry. So you come to our ministry or you provide us with the information of your intent to host an event. That information must include a copy of your business license as well as other important information such as the contact information of the person who will be hosting events, the proposed date, venue of events, start, finish time, anticipated number of persons attending, anticipated ticket cost, and the type of event that you are having. Go ahead, friend.
Go ahead.
First of all, I don't like how they keep saying massive. Like, all events aren't catered to that.
I want to know where they're going to draw the line. If I keep in a baby shower, do I have to go to the Ministry of Entertainment?
And you have to have a business license.
Is it me ain't got a problem with that. You understand? And guys, if you don't have a business license and you want to keep an event, just call me.
You can talk. Where you got them for the law?
Just check me. That's all I'm saying.
I think we call it use the plug by.
Just check me. If you want to keep an event, you ain't got a business license, just check me.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Go find me on Facebook, easy. Just send me a message. But where you going to draw the line?
I don't know. Friend.
No, but when I like
I really don't know. Like, I can't answer. I don't know myself. I really don't know.
Like if I keep in a catamaran and I charging $20 a head, I have to go to the Ministry of Entertainment?
Yes.
So how you know that? But it's only 20 people on the catamaran.
Hey, matter. It's massive.
So that means baby showers gotta go.
Yes.
Oh no, but maybe only if you're charging.
Oh yeah,
baby. So if I keep a free event, do I have to go to the Ministry of Entertainment?
You have to listen.
But that's what I'm saying.
For bars and any other entity to have a DJ, they have to go through this approval as well.
What?
No, honestly, they have to do this.
Why? Okay, so what I'm asking is, why is it that no other business have these other unnecessary steps? Now, I am not against seeking approval, let's say, for the police. No, for me, there's a couple things that we have to recognize, right? If you want to say, I don't think we have any actual loudness ordinances or limits or thing here in St. Kitts. I don't think we have that. I've had to deal with that in other countries. I don't think we have it here, right? But if you want to say, okay, you're going to be doing things out in the public and you might become a public disturbance and things like that, so the police must be aware and things like that. I could understand going to the police because, of course, if you have mass gatherings, you have to have things organized like parking. Sometimes you might have to block off a road or two. So I don't have a problem seeking the permission. And I've stated this in several meetings like I've spoken to the minister, I've spoken to the PS, I've spoken to, look, what we would need, right? What we would need is just a list of what is necessary, right? Just tell us what's necessary.
What did I just
No, listen to what I'm saying. Tell us what is necessary. We are not reinventing the wheel. This is something that is done all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Look, examples of this have been given to the police years ago. Persons have come here, had meetings with the police. I know they have given them a list of, hey, in St. Lucia, which is one of the more advanced countries when it comes to this type of legalized legislation and things like that, this is what is necessary. It has things like you have to have, whether if you have your business license, if you have to have your license from like a body like Echo, all these things. So you have these things in place. Boom, 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 boom. This is the checklist. So you give me a checklist.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a checklist and let me do what I have to do. Right? Things like it could even include things like if for X amount of people, you have to have X amount of security, including X amount of police officers. All these like all of these things can be put up. Like just that's what we're asking for. Have that. The reason for that is it's very difficult to just then, as a business owner, recognize that the way that the policies and the laws are written means that your ability to earn is dependent on the discretion of one person.
3.
Well,
3
we're talking about initially.
Oh. No, we're going from 1 to 3.
So no, so I get, so this is my thing now. So I have a business license, but I can't ply my trade unless the person I'm applying to is in a good mood. That really where it come down to you?
Yeah.
Because once you say it's left up to the discretion of the Commissioner of Police, then who knows what changes that discretion.
Mm-hmm.
There needs to be a policy in place that is enforced by the police. You understand? That's all. Put the policy in place and it's enforced by the police.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me nothing about no discretion. Oh, so I give him some hard talk at times so I can't work.
Yeah. And don't forget it's not him alone, It's two
other
bodies now.
So now we go into a place where it's like, okay, we're trying to move this thing forward.
So we have a noise ordinance.
So that's what I'm saying. But no, I don't think we have the limit. What is the limit? Is it 98 dB?
Well, hopefully the person will just answer.
It doesn't exist.
They're going to tell me. What you say? Because may know don't know.
What is the limits?
Okay.
And how is it measured?
Okay.
I can bet your life that the police department doesn't own a dB meter. It doesn't. They don't own a sound pressure level meter. They don't have a SPL meter.
I've never seen it used. Ever.
So again, everything is left up to the discretion of people.
Yes.
And that is the problem. That is the problem because people then abuse that. People abuse that power. Now here we go again. So now we're talking about now trying to move this thing forward. And then instead of using the time, because we've had this discussion now for about a year and a half.
Well, since 2020, yes.
So we've been having these discussions. I mean, before that too, but let's say, but we are at a point now where you said, don't waste a good crisis. So my thing would have been, hey, let us now use this time to put things in place. And I must commend the police about the online portal. I think that was a big plus.
Thank God.
I think that was a big plus.
If
so
one good thing come out of this.
So it hasn't been a total waste. You understand? So let us put things in place so that both the persons who are applying and the people who are supposed to grant the permission know exactly what is required. You understand? But instead of that, no, more hoops to jump through.
Me tired now. I'm easy and good, so me not jump through no more.
More hoops to jump through.
This is utterly ridiculous.
And so again, if you want to know what somebody's intentions are, look at the actions. If you're going to take an already stressful situation, something that people have been complaining about for decades, and that is no stretch, literally decades people have been complaining about it.
Way before Corona even was a thought.
And then what you're going to do is to, instead of streamlining, because the fact that they put the portal in place mean that they recognize that one of the things that we had been requesting was to streamline the process. But when you look at it now, really what going on is just more hoops to jump through. Ain't feel like just ain't want people apply. It seems like you're trying to discourage people from trying to go through the process. If you continually make the process harder and harder, when people have been telling you, guys, let us sit together, work out a policy right? So that everyone included, policy can include. And this is the thing, sometimes you got to tell you can take 2 weeks for your thing. Sometimes you got 2 months at a time because maybe the nature of your event, you need extra time to promote and things like that.
Nothing, boy. Nothing.
Then tell you, you come too early. Sometimes you got to tell you come too late. Or you too close. But maybe I just saw an opportunity. Maybe I saw opportunity and I want to capitalize on the opportunity. These are the things, if you go to open any business textbook, the ability to adapt, to the ability to maneuver, these are the things that make good businesses. So if I'm a promoter and I recognize, hey, guess what? Me and Pete, but people really loving Squid Game, So I want to do a Squid Game team for Halloween. I go to them and tell them, hey, I want to keep an event for Squid. Oh, no, it's only a week to go. No other businesses have those kind of pigeonholes on them.
As in there was a room full of angry entertainment
I
people on Friday.
tell you, I wasn't going, That's
did.
why I went.
You
I
did.
tell you, I wasn't going.
A room full. If y'all realize that you got people in a room and all of them are annoyed and upset, what is that going to tell you?
But let us talk about why they are annoyed and upset. It ain't just about the fact that they don't like the policies. It's about the fact that a lot of those people would have been in constant communication with the powers that be.
Yep. Meeting
And so,
after
and,
meeting,
and so you
text
feel
and
as though okay. And this is one of the problems that I have had personally when dealing with governments and policymakers, right?
You guys have to wrap up soon because time is running now. But yeah.
You leave the meeting thinking, okay, we have an understanding.
Okay,
let's see where we're going now. We reach somewhere. Fast forward a week or two, policy come out, thing come out. It's about weird. Huh?
This ain't what we talk about.
This ain't what we talk about.
Oh my God.
This ain't what we talk about. Like,
in my next life, I'm going to open a supermarket. That's the safest best. Anything that is non-entertainment.
I think it's joke. I go tell her. I don't tell you. Me say that here. I don't tell her what I need to do to make money in this country.
Don't say that here, because we want them thief with idea. Well, you idea that I can thief. It's only one of us could thief it. We can have the whole nation going with it now.
Yo, it come like it's that they want everybody do.
Bye.
Come like those ones. Oh, bye.
Anyway, guys. Yeah. Entertainment, 0. The task force, 1,000. 1,001, because they got a new one. And you won over the weekend.
Anyway, in the words of Upset Squad, guys, work up hard before the task force come.
Because music is not allowed.
Work up hard before the task force come by. They know what they were saying?
Yeah, well, profits.
Timo, give you a doggy.
Profits.
Jed, you realize that they said they get that from you, right?
Well,
you wasn't on the show?
No, I was sick that day. Whoa.
Yeah, they laid out on the ear. They gave you props for the team who give you a doggy. They say they say you were on the phone one day and you tell somebody team will give them a doggy and they take it from you.
I remember saying this, but if this is the case, I need my compensation. I need my ducats. Because if y'all taking things that allegedly I said and y'all not compensating me
but
for
guess
them.
what, Jade? You only could take from earnings, The bank can't earn nothing.
That's true.
So 10% of zero.
Never mind.
10% of zero is...
Never mind. Never mind.
But guys, yes, we have to go. It's been an interesting start to the week.
Bye, and it's gonna be
Jade cussing on a Monday means that we're gonna have a good week, guys.
Oh yes. There's more cussing to go,
More cussing to go.
More because
You're trying to be reasonable.
Not reasonable. I am tired of being reasonable as in because we be reasonable and they're just doing whatever.
Yeah. I think it's just a matter of we are on one page and they're on a different page.
Well, as I said, tomorrow we'll have Mr. Honorable Jonel Powell here tomorrow to speak to us.
We gotta give him a nickname.
Oh yeah, can we give drip one, Where's that going on?
He come in here enough times that
he deserves one.
He deserves a nickname.
We're going to think about it.
Yeah, we're going to keep it.
Yeah. Feel free to give us some suggestions that what you would like us to call you if you're listening still.
Really, he think for the campaign wasn't Jetu.
Jetu? May remember.
I feel like it's Jetu.
I think so too.
Jetu kind of sound kind of cool though.
Yeah, too. Yeah. Jetu. But where did it from?
Constituency too.
Jetu. We're sticking with Jetu. So Jetu will be joining us tomorrow. Right here, guys, to answer some questions because we have some concerns. Carry on, Azem. Carry on.
Yeah, but guys, remember to spend more time living your content than posting it. And remember, guys, we appreciate every one of you who come here and join us. Whether you listen on Facebook, YouTube, or WINNmedia Scan. And if you turn on your radio, and of course, turn on your radio loud but not too loud, because apparently we have noise ordinances that nobody could actually tell you what the limits are and how it's measured.
And don't play music close to the police station, please.
Yeah, we don't want to walking up in this.
We don't want the prisoners to get any ideas.
Yeah.
We don't want to waste gyrating in the cells. So. And there will also be no waste gyrating anywhere else in the country. So.
Apparently they arrest your waist when you go in there. Your waist get arrested too?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know? You see how they just take your belt and so when you go?
They take your waist too?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
All these things that happen.
But
so
guys, it's been a pleasure today, and thank you guys for being a part of the conversation. But remember, you can't be everybody a cup of tea because you is not a mug. See y'all tomorrow.